Hello. Do you ever think as much as you should about things here in Ireland? We've had 25 years of native government in this part of the country. How have we utilized it?
This is your country, our country. We have to live in it, unless, like so many of our sons and daughters, we emigrate to a land which offers more opportunity to earn a living wage than does our own country. An emigration which should not be necessary. An emigration which, in fact, the Most Reverend Dr. Deignan describes as a slow bleeding to death of our nation. Some of you may feel that this is not your responsibility, that it is the responsibility of your public representatives. But public affairs are not the monopoly of any particular group of persons. They are your affair and will be the concern of your children. Look at our country today. The volume of agricultural production has been steadily falling since 1932. Poverty and destitution are all too prevalent. Our population figures are dangerously low. Young men and women, for economic reasons, cannot marry. Only 18 out of every 100 who reach the age of 29 are married. In England, the figure is 53, while in America, 64 out of every 100 are married before they reach the age of 30. The death rate of children under the age of 1 year is among the highest in the world. Unemployment, malnutrition, inadequate wages, lack of social security, and bad living conditions are mainly responsible. These factors are destroying the confidence of the people in the future of our country. Surely these evils, so contrary to religion and civilization, should not exist in a country which, as Dr. Deignan points out, is one of the few creditor nations in the world today. Because the pound has lost its value abroad, it has also lost its purchasing power in Ireland. Thus, our shops are filled with imported luxury goods at high prices, which the majority of our people neither want nor can afford. Yes, a Merry Christmas indeed. But for you housewives in the audience, the festive season merely accentuates the problem which confronts you throughout the year. Today you meet with shortages which seem strangely out of place in a country such as ours. But not so strange when we consider that in a brief 12 months, our cattle have decreased by 200,000, our sheep by 300,000, our pigs by 16,000, and our poultry by 200,000. No wonder then that you housewives find the shortage of essential goods equaled only by the shortage of change when you visit the grocers. What is wrong with Ireland? 100 years ago, the population was about 7 million. Today, it is under the 3 million mark. Must this decrease continue until we are extinct? Many years ago, this bleak, bare land was forest. Even the land which can support man is producing less and less. A more pressing problem than reforestation is the dread scourge of tuberculosis which stalks through our land. Can we do anything about this? Here is Dr. Noel Brown, whose job it is to fight TB.
To fight TB, we medical men must have modern equipment. Only 2 out of the existing 42 so-called sanatoria provide full treatment facilities. The result is that nearly 4,000 people die every year of TB. 950 people are awaiting in vain admission to these sanatoria. Tuberculosis is both preventable and curable. Why then have nearly 60,000 people died of this disease in the last 15 years?
Too many victims of the diseases arising from bad living conditions are denied the hospitalization so necessary to their recovery.
Public affairs are your concern. This is your country. You live in it. Your welfare and the well-being of your children depend upon how it is run. You, the people, can stem the decadence which is undermining the spirit of our nation. The evils of communism and of state control are the results of public indifference. What we need above all is enthusiasm and an independent public opinion based on Christian social principles. Instead of flag waving, instead of national records and personalities, what is needed is a policy based upon reality. Instead of recriminations and self-glorification based upon past events. The need is vision, enthusiasm, and a plan for the future.